Welcome to Noon Awaken, your soul's unlimited potential. My name is Eva, and as always, I'm so happy to have you here with me. And we are again continuing with the Akashic series, and today I'm going to be talking about vibration rates. If you've been seeing the previous videos I've done, I have mentioned this at the end of the videos when I'm explaining how soul realignment works and what a soul realignment actually entails. And one of it is actually measuring where you currently are vibrationally. And also, if you're curious about soul alignment work and how it can actually help you awaken your unlimited soul potential, do wait until the end of the video, because I'm going to be doing a deep dive into soul alignment reading, what you actually get when you register or book a soul alignment reading for yourself. Okay, so when you're talking now about vibration rates, right? So basically, everyone out here, most of the spiritual teachers are always teaching that in order to manifest better, in order to manifest what you want at a quicker pace or a faster pace, right, you have to raise your vibration. So we do uphold that, right? It's easier if you raise your vibration because, you're actually able to manifest much quicker when you raise your vibration. So I'm not going to be disputing that. The problem lies with what exactly are you manifesting when you're raising your vibration. Okay, because for most people, they actually don't get to manifest what they want. They actually create more lack the more they raise their vibration. So if you're curious about how this comes about, do stay until the end of the video. I'm going to be sharing so much about this that will help you get some perspective on why you should actually think twice before you actually decide to raise your vibration. Okay, so now when you're talking about vibration rates, this is basically what we do. You are actually able to identify where your consciousness currently is, your highest level of awareness of yourself as a spiritual being. That is what soul realignment or the Akashic records can actually help you measure. Basically, we exist in 10 dimension, and this is actually a concept that actually comes from quantum physics, right? And basically your third dimension is your body, your physical body, right? Your fourth dimension is your mind and your ego. That's where your mind and your ego exist. And then anything from fifth dimension all the way up to the 10th dimension is basically the spiritual realm where your soul resides. Okay, so when you're measuring the vibrational rates with the soul alignment work, we are actually determining how much awareness you have of yourself on this particular spectrum. Like, where does your consciousness lie in which dimension? So if it's in the fourth dimension, it just basically means that you still identify at the level of mind and ego. You're not currently aware of yourself as being more than this physical body you see, as being more than the thoughts and the emotions that you get to experience on a daily basis. You're still locked in on a 4D level, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, because what happens with vibration rates, it's actually your soul that chooses that experience. So I'm not here to tell you that one vibration is better than the other, or once you raise your vibration to such a level, then you become a super enlightened master. Yes, in some aspects that's the case. Okay, but bear in mind that everything we experience is all based on what we choose for our soul experience. So no one is actually making us or causing us to be at a lower vibration. It's actually your soul choosing that. And there's a reason for that. Because again, like I said, and I'm going to be explaining more into about this, right? There is a danger once you raise your vibration. Okay? And basically the danger is this. Once you start raising your vibration, it means you're attaining more consciousness of yourself as a spiritual being. Okay, so and what happens with consciousness, right? Like, you cannot unknow something that you know now. Like, for example, we all know that maybe the sun is yellow or the sky is blue. So if someone else comes and tells you that no, I think the sky is green, you already know that the sky is blue. Everything you've been taught from childhood, from whatever it is, you've been told that the sky is blue. So it's hard for someone to come, or it's even hard for you to just switch off your mind and start thinking that, oh no, the sky is green. Because somewhere at the level of a consciousness, subconscious or unconscious or conscious mind, you know that the sky is blue. So as much as you'd want to unlearn that, you cannot unlearn it. Okay, so it's the same thing when it comes with consciousness and raising your vibration. So the higher you go, the more awareness you seek for yourself, the more consciousness you awaken for yourself. Okay, so you cannot know certain things and then reach a certain point and decide, you know what, I'm done with this, I want to go back to where I was. That's impossible. Okay, so basically what that means is that the more you raise your vibration, the beauty of it is that you cannot actually go down regardless of what you do. You cannot go down, because again, raising your vibration means that you've raised your awareness of yourself as a spiritual being. So you're raising that consciousness more and more the more you raise your vibration. Okay, so now the danger with this, right? When people are usually saying that you gotta raise your vibration in order to manifest much quicker, that's well and good. Okay, but now when you're raising your vibration, it means that you have more responsibility to live in your own divinity. And living your own divinity is basically living aligned to who you are at soul level. And like I've discussed in the previous videos, if you haven't checked them out, do check them out before you actually finish watching this video, because you might actually put some things into perspective. But otherwise, I'm gonna be leaving the link at the end of this video, so make sure you tune in into those particular videos so you can get a bit of context of what I'm actually talking about. Okay, so like I was saying before, living your own divinity basically means making choices aligned to who you are at soul level. So based on who you are, your particular energy centers. And most people are not living their divinity currently because they have no awareness as to who their soul is. So people are just operating like, anyhow, they're just making choices left, right, center. And for most people, those choices are really not aligned to who we are, because again, we're influenced so much by the environment around us, or how we think we're supposed to show up in order to be deemed acceptable by society, to be deemed normal by society. So most people are making negative choices based on that. But here's the thing now, you're raising your vibration, right? And raising your vibration is actually you signaling to the universe that, hey, I have more consciousness. And the universe says, okay, fine, you've got more consciousness, which means you're supposed to be living your divinity. And once you're not living your divinity, what happens? You venture into the dysfunctional part of your particular soul, and venturing into that means basically you're manifesting fine at a quicker rate, but you're manifesting more of what you don't want in your life. Lack in finances, lack in health, lack in relationships. Like, it's gonna be manifested in those three major areas. Like, something is gonna suffer. So you'll be thinking that, oh Lord, I need to continue like raising my vibration because maybe I'm not doing something right, and which is what most people do, right? Like they've done everything that they can to raise their vibration, and they're waiting for something to happen, but nothing is really changing in their life, or if anything, things are actually becoming worse for them, and they sit there and wonder like, I must not be doing something right, or maybe there's something that I forgot to do, based on whoever mentor you're tapping into. So they dive into more of those particular practices and continue raising their vibration. And again, the more they raise their vibration, the more luck they create for themselves. Okay, so it's kind of like a double-edged sword, in the sense that yes, it's good if you raise your vibration, no problem with that, right? But raise your vibration and also live your divinity. Those two go hand in hand, because if you don't, you will not be manifesting more of what you want, you'll be manifesting more of what you don't want. So that's the danger. If you're stuck in this kind of situation, that probably you've been diving into all sorts of practices thinking that, oh, this is gonna help you manifest something in your life, and then you're actually noticing that your life is getting worse, then today I'm actually answering that for you. That basically, if you're doing that, all those practices and not living your divinity, you'll just be creating more and more luck for yourself. I cannot stress that enough. Okay, so I'm gonna end this video today, right now. If you have more questions about this, you can shoot me a comment down below. I'm always happy to answer you. Or if you want, you can DM me your questions and I'll be happy to answer you. My Facebook and Instagram links are down below in the description box, okay? And as always, I end my video by sharing how soul realignment work can actually help you awaken your soul unlimited potential by helping you remember who you are at soul level and helping you clear all these blocks that have basically been blocking you from accessing your soul level gifts. Okay, so with soul realignment work, this is what you get when you actually register for a reading, right? So number one, you actually get to identify your particular energy center. Your energy center is what contains your soul gifts, what gifts God gave you when he created you as a soul, because all souls or most souls actually do have soul level gifts, and these soul level gifts are what you're supposed to leverage to create the kind of human experience you want for yourself. Okay, so once you start tapping into using these gifts, the easier and easier it becomes for you to create more of what you want. Okay, so if you haven't actually checked out the video about energy center, it might actually help explain more about that. So do click on the link at the end of the video. I'm gonna be sharing the playlist for the Akashic series, okay? So that's number one. You'll be identifying your soul gifts. You'll be identifying what negative choices for your particular soul, what actually constitutes negative choices, and how you might actually start resolving that for yourself going forward. You also get to identify your soul group. Where are you originally from? Because here's the thing, not all souls first incarnated to earth once they were created by God, which is the assumption for most people. In actual case, some souls actually incarnated in other star systems before they chose to come and have a human experience here on this planet. So if you like to know which particular soul group you're from and what particular traits you can actually tap into from this soul group to leverage and create the kind of human experience you want for yourself, a soul realignment reading can actually help you with that. Number three, which is what I was talking about, your vibration rate. Where are you currently vibrationally? Which dimension are you getting your intuition or your guidance from? We can actually measure that with soul realignment work. We identify the particular measurement of your soul and we'll also give you details on how you can actually start raising your vibration in order to tap into more of what you want to create for yourself. And number four, last but not least, you get to identify where your soul journey began. Basically, you identify your particular soul story, where with soul realignment work, you actually identify which particular lifetime you started making negative choices. Negative choices that you kept on repeating over and over again, which you've actually carried on until this lifetime, creating blocks and restriction in your particular soul blueprint. So you actually get to identify those particular choices so that going forward, you have awareness as to what to do and what not to do. Because if you go back to doing or living life as you've been living, you're just going to create the blocks again, the blocks and restrictions for yourself again after the clearing based on your choices. So with soul realignment work, we'll identify those particular choices, right? Clear them energetically. And then just based on the choices, you can actually start making informed decisions going forward. Letting go of people that no longer serve you. Letting go of situations that no longer align to who you'd want to be. Okay, because that's basically what most healing entails. You cannot continue doing the same things you've been doing over and over again and expect different results. Okay, it's not possible. So if you want to create something different for yourself, you have to change something. But for most people, they really don't know what particular new things they're supposed to be tapping into. So they might be actually just going around, fluttering around, like doing whatever it is, thinking that that's the right thing for themselves or that's the right thing for their souls. But if you really don't know what the issue is, what the root cause of your current problems are, you'll still be stuck in the same element, creating more and more lack in your life. Okay, So at least with soul realignment, what I say about soul realignment work and the beauty of it is that it's kind of like a shortcut to your karma. Okay, so think about this. You've actually been incarnating in so many lifetimes where you've been making the same mistakes over and over and over again. And here, basically, with soul realignment reading, you actually get an idea of what those choices are. And this is so empowering because now, with that awareness, of course, if you now know that maybe in a previous lifetime you did something in a certain, like whatever it is, whatever decisions you made, right, and you're still repeating them now, how do you resolve that? It's by stopping to make those choices. It's by, if you're engaging in certain energetic elements, like for example, you have the energetic element of shame in your blueprint, then going forward, it's you eliminating anything in your life that might actually have that energetic element of shame to it. So doing more and more things that take away the shame from your activities. That's basically it. That's basically how you resolve. Okay, if you have an energetic element of dependence in your soul blueprint, of course, depending on people, for some souls it's good, but for souls who are designed for particular energy centers, it's not good because this particular energy centers is designed for independence. So if at all they have a block and restriction that has an energetic element for dependence, it means that they need now to eliminate situations in their life where there is that energetic element of dependence. Okay, so if they're constantly depending on other people to do things that they can easily do for themselves, they have to start eliminating those situations. And when I'm talking about making different choices, because this is what scares most people, they think that they have to now make like the most extraordinary choices imaginable, like move countries or divorce their husband or whatever. We're not talking about that. It's actually taking small little steps, and the more those steps you make, the more and more vital force energy you unlock for your soul so that you create more of what you want. So don't be scared and think that it's gonna be a huge thing you have to do. No, it's really not. It's little steps you can make on a daily basis, actions that you're actually taking right now. Maybe you don't have the consciousness for it, but with soul alignment work, you might actually be able to identify where your negative patterns are and actually course correct immediately before you create more blocks for yourself. So again, if you're curious about that and you'd like to know more, do check out the link down below on the description box. You can book a reading with me, a soul alignment reading with me, or if you want more information about this, if you want to know how basically the soul alignment work can do if this particular video did not explain everything, do connect with me on Facebook and Instagram. DM me with any questions you might have, and I'll always be happy to answer you. So thank you once again for tuning in, and I'm sending you so much love wherever you're watching me from. And also, if you're new to my channel and you like the kind of content I do share out, do make sure you subscribe to my channel and also click on the notification bell that's next to the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any post I share on my particular page. Sending you virtual hugs. Bye for now.